Words should be bridges to comprehension, not barriers to connection. Disagree less, understand more. Good people, welcome to yet another episode of Kelvin Angote Show. Of course, your host Kelvin Angote is here. You get to see me here, you know it's about to go down. Today we're going to talk about the apps that you need when you come to China. And of course, I know we're diving into the new year and many people you want to come to China. So here are the apps that you need when coming to China. But before we get to touch on this big topic, allow me to make a quick favor. What's the favor? The favor is subscribe, comment, like, and share. By so doing, it's going to help this content to reach a wide range of viewers and other subscribers who are going to benefit from this content. And of course, I'm also going to benefit by pulling resources together, getting the energy to keep going, and of course, my team that is just behind the cameras. You get to see me doing this content, just know there's a huge work going behind the scenes. So we're going to touch on this topic. Now, back to our topic about coming to China. And here are the apps that you need when coming to this land called China. The first app that you're going to need when coming to China, of course, it is WeChat. Now, this app is the most important and essential app in China. It is used by almost 99% of those people living in China. That is the population of China. And you can try to imagine, if you try to Google, you're going to see the population of China is around 1.4 billion. So this is the essential app that is used on this land. And without this app in this land, you're going to suffer, you're going to experience problems. Why do you need WeChat when coming to China? This app allows you to make video calls, audio calls, voice calls. You're going to be able to communicate. It's like the essential app for communication here in China. It's like the WhatsApp in your land, the Facebook of your land, the Instagram of your land. This app encompasses all that when it comes to communication. This app, apart from communication, it also helps you in mobile payments when you're going to the supermarket, when you're going to the shops, when you're going to access services in the hospitals. Name them. It's going to help you access those services. It's helping you in making payments. Of course, we have the Weixin app, which has a wallet that you deposit money inside. You can connect it with the bank account, and it's going to help you when it comes to making payments, be it in the bus, be it in the, accessing the bikes that are on the way, you're going in the subway, you want to use the train, you need WeChat to help you in making such payments. The second app that you're going to need when you're traveling to China is an app called Alipay. Now, just like WeChat, where many services and businesses use it to operate, Alipay is also used by many people in China, a large population, because when you go to these business ventures, you meet suppliers in China. I think most of you know China is, the bedroom of manufacturers, production. When you visit those factories, when you visit those suppliers, you're going to find them. The mode of payment there is Alipay or bank, but most people use Alipay. This Alipay enables you to make mobile payments. It enables you to access the same services that you have accessed when using WeChat, be it in hospital, transport, anywhere. You're going to need Alipay to make those payments. It's also going to help you access to many government and daily services, because it's just like, think, I'm not going to mention a specific app because I know this content is being watched by many people around the world. So I cannot just pick a country like, any country, maybe let's say South Africa, Canada, or any country. I'm just going to say, like, your country, you have that app or you have that mode of payment. So in China, the two apps, that is WeChat and Alipay, they are so important when it comes to handling finances, when it comes to making payment, when it comes to accessing government and everyday activity services. Another app that you're going to need when coming to China, of course, the app number 3 is called Baidu Maps. And just like the name Maps, I think you've heard about Google Maps. Talk of, I don't know, many countries, many regions use different apps to navigate. Now, in China, we have an app called Baidu Maps. This Baidu Map enables you to be able to navigate cities, locations, addresses in China. Is the most reliable navigation app. This app, without it, you're going to get lost in China. Truth be said, you are going to get lost in China, because in China you can move from one city to another, and because of the infrastructure here, you might find it like, one city is almost similar to another city. Before maybe you are new. I'm talking to someone who is new here, of course. If you are new here, all cities look the same, because China is this country that has put so much investment in when it comes to infrastructure. And the roads that you are going to see in Guangzhou, the roads you're going to see in Beijing are likely the roads that you are going to see in Shenzhen, Hebei, and other cities. So this app enables you to be able to navigate China, to be able to be like Google Maps. It works smoothly and gives real-time location. You are somewhere and you want someone to get to you. You just press, you have connected Baidu to Weixin, that is WeChat. You just send a message to someone, go to real-time location, press there, it's going to navigate. Of course, you're going to put your locations like your GPS on. It's going to pick your location and send to whoever you want to meet, be it a friend, be it a partner, be it a workmate, a colleague, and wherever. So this app is most reliable when it comes to navigation. It is very important. And for those who are coming to China in 2026, make use of Baidu. Download that app, get it into your phone. When you come here, I promise you things are going to be easy for you, because that app is going to make your life in China very easy, and you're going to be able to navigate even the tiniest locations. The next app, which is app number 4, is called Didi. I know many of you are very familiar with Didi because this is the Uber of China. And also some of you are going to argue that Didi is part of WeChat, but Didi itself has an app of its own. Yes, you can use WeChat to access Didi because WeChat is like the base. WeChat is like the mother. WeChat is like everything, but Didi has an app of its own. Now, here are the reasons as to why you need Didi. Didi is going to help you access locations in minimal time. Like, you're not going to struggle about locating places, about, which line subway you're going to use. I don't know which location, which line connects with which line. When the stress that when you come to China, there's that subway, the train, you get it hard when you're locating, like you don't know how to navigate. It is your first time landing in China and you don't know which way is which way. Before you get to know the cities, the towns, whatever the location is in China, every location. I told you in another app when I was explaining about the Baidu Maps, I told you this city, this country, every location looks the same. So Didi, you just have an option where you press and you choose the pickup location, of course, where you are, where you want the Uber, the Didi to come and pick you. And there's a location, the drop-off location, where you want to be dropped when you come out of that Didi. Let's say, for example, you are coming, I'm just using this for example, you are coming from, let's say, Nairobi, you want to go to Mombasa, or you are in Abuja, you want to go to Lagos. Now, here, you are going to put Abuja as your location, the pickup location, where you want the Didi to pick you. And you're going to put Lagos as the place where you want to be dropped. So you just write there, and within 2 minutes or maybe less than 2 minutes, some Didis take as the maximum like 4 minutes. But here things work very fast. I am yet to understand how China operates, but here things work very fast. So it's going to take like an average of 2 minutes to arrive, and you're going to get into that, and it's going to drop you wherever you want. And one thing about the Uber people, the Uber drivers of China, these people are so accommodative, they are welcoming, they are good, they really care about the clients. I think if you say, or if you send a feedback to the company, something bad about, if the ride was not smooth, maybe he tried to judge you, he tried to say something nasty to you, they are going to get rid of that person. So they try to give a good picture that's not going to taint the image of the company. Now, we are going to go to the next app, the app number 5, of course, the VPN. I know most of you know it as VPN, but in full, it's called Virtual Private Network. Let me see why it's called Virtual Private Network. Now, from the explanation and the benefit that I'm going to give out, maybe you're going to understand why it is called the Virtual Private Network. Okay, this VPN allows you to access the apps that are blocked in China. And what are these apps? As I told you, you have to install Baidu, meaning Google is blocked in China. So it's going to enable you to access Google, Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, formerly known as Twitter. So this one is very important because you cannot access, or you cannot be able to access internet of all those things that I've mentioned without having a stable network, a stable internet connection. So this VPN, I feel like I could have started with it, but it's okay. You need VPN. And this one, all other apps you can download when you're in China, but this app called VPN, you have to download it, you have to get it, you have to make sure you have installed it before you set off to China, before you start your journey to coming to China. This app is going to work wonders for you. You're going to be able to subscribe, to be able to watch this content you are watching when you come to China. You're going to watch YouTube, but without VPN, you're not going to be able to access YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all those apps that I've mentioned. The next app that we are going to review here is called Meituan. That is app number 6. Of course, it's something that you feel like it is new. You have never heard about Meituan. So this app, why is it important to download it when you come to China? Now, this app allows you to be able to get to buy food online, for like they are going to deliver food at your doorstep. They are going to deliver those quick things, the groceries. They are going to, you can be able to order food, groceries, book hotels, buy movie tickets, and find local services. It's convenient for daily living. When you hear something is convenient for daily living, it's something that is not even an option. It is a priority. You need it. And for you to be in China, I understand, going out, communicating with those at the street is going to be more of fatigue. So to make things easy, to book things, to call for things, to like order things at your custody of your house, like you are just comfortable, you want to experience peace, have Meituan app. This app is going to work magic. It's going to help you to order for those cheap local things, local deliveries, and so on and so on. Now, it's time to dive to the next app, which is Taobao. Of course, the app number 7. Now, Taobao, I'm going to put it together with JD. JD is Jingdong. Of course, these are Chinese names, and for you to come here, we say when you go to Rome, you have to do what the Romans are doing, of course. Yeah. So these are the biggest online shopping platforms in China. When I say biggest, it's the same. It's not an option. It's a priority. You need them. So when you come to China, these apps are going like it is fast delivery. They are going to bring things at your doorstep, and anything that you want. It is known for faster delivery, and it's authentic. It's something that you are not going to experience those losses, damages, theft, I think it's not to talk bad about some countries, but I think you've heard these cases about you order something and the thing that is being delivered is different from the thing that you ordered. When it comes to these, things are authentic, things are of quality, things are like, it is very convenient, it is good, and it's something that if you're coming to China in 2026, you need it. You need it and you need it. It's either you download it or you download it. There's no escape route from this. Now it is called Pleco. Now, this Pleco is not a must you have Pleco. You can download any app that is an equivalent of Pleco. But let me explain what Pleco is. Pleco is a Chinese English dictionary app. It helps with translations, pronunciation, and understanding Chinese characters. Of course, when you're coming here, one of the big challenge that you're going to encounter, the culture shock, is the language barrier. And for you to survive here in China, you have to be able to communicate with the Chinese people, the people here. And how are you going to do that? Putting in mind that Chinese is one of the hardest languages to learn, languages to enroll. And maybe you are here for a business, you are here for a visit, you are here, you are not staying here for long. But if you are staying long, I will encourage you to go in class and enroll to Mandarin Chinese, get to learn few Chinese and be able to learn the basic Chinese, which will be able to enable you to communicate with Chinese. But if you don't know Chinese, you cannot speak Chinese, of course, you're going to need a translator app, and the best translator app is called Pleco. Now, Pleco is going to enable you to be able to communicate when you're going to the groceries, when you're going to access government services. You're going to meet people there and they don't know how to speak English. And if you don't know how to speak Chinese and they don't know how to speak English, chances are you're not going to receive the best of services. So what is the solution to this big challenge? Get a translator app. This translator app is going to enable you to communicate, and you're going to have your easy way here in China. Having reviewed about things that you need, the apps that you need when coming to China, allow me to say thank you and allow me to welcome you to China. Of course, when you're coming to China, this information is going to help you. And just in case you want any additional information, you want to book your flights to China, you want anything of your concern here in China, and you feel like you need more information, be free to reach out, because I'm here to give you the information and I'm here to take you through. We are here to receive you. We are here to make your life in China easier. And before we part ways, remember, our words should be bridges to comprehension, not barriers to connection. Disagree less, understand more. Thank you and goodbye.